In business, times are tough. Investment, hard to come by.
I am a winner, I'm a fighter, I don't give up easy. I've got what it takes to go the distance in business. In order to be the best, you've got to beat the best.
When it comes to business, I can be like an animal and I will literally roar my way to the top.
Determined to win the backing they need, 16 ambitious applicants.
They call me the master puppeteer because I have a habit of pulling people's strings and getting them to do what I want. I am a control freak.
I would call myself the blonde assassin because I let people underestimate me just so I can blow them out of the water.
To get the funding they're after, they face the fight of a lifetime.
When it comes to business, I'm like a shark. I'm right at the top of the food chain. I'm somebody who will take whatever I want, whenever I want it. I truly am the reflection of perfection.
On offer, 40 years experience and £250,000.
I've got a product for Lord Sugar that we can take international. I believe it's going to be huge, and I mean business.
I run a company that turns over £3.5 million already, but I'm not ready to stop there, and I firmly believe right now that I will be Lord Sugar's business partner.
Putting his money on the line, the boss.
This is not about a job anymore. I'm the investor, and you are going to make me some money.
From market stall to market leader, Lord Sugar is a global success story. Willing to invest when others won't, now he's on the hunt for a new business partner.
This is about me investing £250,000, and I'm sitting here thinking which one of you has got the ability to run a business in which I'm going to invest in.
Start the car!
It'll be their plan.
All we need to do is impress them with the product and the pitch.
You've ignored me and said, this is the product, get behind it.
Guys.
His money.
I put you into a little piddly little business, and you've made a complete mess of the figures.
But to get it,
Where am I going?
a punishing selection process.
Oh my God.
Basic business principles went right down the drain on this thing.
16 potential business partners.
These retailers are huge.
I'm liking that, mate.
That's good. That is good. That's clever.
12 tough weeks.
It's the same thing happening again. We have an opinion and you just don't like it.
It was completely out of control. You didn't even know what was going on.
One life-changing opportunity.
To me, this is not a game.
It's into business with The Apprentice.
You're fired. You're fired. This is my boardroom, and by the way, this is my money. You're fired.
$8 a.m. The boardroom.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into this boardroom. Now, a lot of people ask me, what would I be doing at your age? Where would I be? I tell you where I'd be. I'd be that side of the table. This is a great opportunity for you. This is not about a job anymore. And just to be perfectly clear about this, I'm not looking for a friend. If I want a friend, I'll get a dog. I'm looking for a partner. The Marx to my Spencer. The Lennon to my McCartney. This is about me investing £250,000 into a business with one of you. And I'm expecting you, as the so-called entrepreneurs, to make the money for me. So in a way, you're lucky. You're lucky I'm not over that side of the table, because I tell you what, I'd win. Now, I've had a look at some of your business ideas, and so here's the point. Business ideas that I'm not interested in would have been thrown out a long time ago. You're here because I'm interested. You claim to be entrepreneurs. Many of you are in business already, but I need you to stand up and show me what you lot are made of. So I think we'll get down to business now. So let me tell you about the first task. It is like starting from a blank sheet of paper. I want you to start your own print business. I'm going to ask you to go out and buy blank material. It could be t-shirts, it could be mugs, it could be mouse mats. And then you're going to have to brand up those items and sell them to the public. The team that has made the biggest amount of profit wins, and the team that hasn't will lose, and in that team, one of you will be fired. I will be starting this off with girls versus boys. Nick will be following the girls, Karen will be following the boys. Don't underestimate them, as ever. They are my eyes and ears. There's not much that they will miss. Now, some of you may come here with preconceived plans of how you're going to play this thing out. Let me give you a warning. Don't try and hide. Because, you know, we're not playing Where's Wally here. I'm not looking for Lord Lucan. I'm looking for somebody who's going to put themselves forward and show me that they have got the aggression, the nous, and the business acumen to be my partner. Is everything clear?
Yes.
You look like you're sweating over there. You're not nervous, are you?
No, not at all. Not nervous.
No. Sure? Right. I'll see you back in the boardroom here in a couple of days' time.
Today, teams must print onto products. Tomorrow, sell them on the streets.
Boys on Swan.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Maria.
Hi, I'm Jane.
Nice to meet you. Jane, Katie.
That was mad in the boardroom, wasn't it, Dan?
Surreal, wasn't it?
Such an experience.
But before battle begins, time to big up their backgrounds.
What do you do?
I've got my own bridal boutique.
Wow.
What about you, buddy?
I run a fine wine company.
So good man.
I'm in risk management for a financial firm.
You could be the figure girl, do all the figures. That's my weak point.
I got myself from a communist block of flats in Bulgaria to the top of a skyscraper at the heart of the financial city of London. I'm shrewd, adaptable, and have that raw business potential.
I founded and run two businesses, so a coffee business and a technology business.
Sales basically is what I do.
Enthusiasm is a huge asset of mine, and I believe it's caught and not taught. And I do believe business is actually very, very simple, and it is made complicated by idiots.
I manage pubs and restaurants, done that since I was like 15, so I'm a great businesswoman. You'll never find anyone like me. I think I'm a bit like Marmite, you're either going to love me or you're going to hate me, you know, it's going to be one of the two.
What about you, Ricky?
I work in the recruitment industry, so I'm a recruitment manager for the scientific sectors. By day, I'm a business superstar, and by night, I'm also a professional wrestler. So when I'm in a group with men, I am the alpha male of that group.
I'll try not to annoy you, obviously.
I think Lord Sugar saw the potential in me. Just sat opposite the desk. He felt that charisma coming from me.
Waiting in London's Bayswater, a 4-storey townhouse. For the next 12 weeks, it'll be office and home.
Oh my God! This is such a... Oh wow!
Hey. Beautiful, isn't it?
It's nice, yeah.
Is that a movie? No way. Yeah.
I'm Ricky.
Nice to meet you, the best love.
How you doing? I'm Ricky.
It's never ending, this, isn't it?
Big enough to fit all our egos in it, that's for sure.
Before they begin, both teams need names.
I was thinking Phoenix. Obviously, if we have some troubles the next few weeks, we have to rise from the ashes, rise from the flames, so that would be my choice.
I think Phoenix is a great name.
Phoenix. Phoenix it is, guys. Team Phoenix. High fives.
Something came to me a bit random in my dream last night. Sterling. Because I think it symbolises you're strong, we're making money, that's what it's about.
It's just a strong word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, it says what we are.
Right, Sterling? I'm voting Sterling.
Okay,
Right,
this.
sorted.
Next job, pick leaders.
Is there anyone that wants to be the project manager? Anyone screaming out?
I don't want to be project manager because I'd be best used selling on the stall. That's where I'll shine.
Guys, this is shocking. I know typically...
We're going in to win.
In terms of going in to win, I think we can win the task, guys. So, I mean, is anybody at this stage willing to put themselves forward?
I'll put myself forward if nobody wants to do it. I don't really want to do the first week's task, but I will do it.
Congratulations.
Well done. Nice one. Nice one.
I really didn't want to be the team first week.
100% support from the rest of the team then.
Okay.
Running the boys, technology entrepreneur Nick.
My mind does work a bit like a computer. I rank almost everything in my life, a bit like in an Excel spreadsheet. I think business is all about logic, and I can think of solutions to complex problems quicker than other people can.
Let's go. Start with the project manager first.
For the girls, a volunteer,
I would like to put myself up as project manager.
Gabrielle.
I'm an architect. I also literally just opened up my new print and design store.
There we go. Yeah, all right, we'll go with you then.
Is there anybody else that has anything to compete with that?
Does anybody
or
else have any compete with that?
I'm happy for yourself to do it.
Right,
I'm not the usual kind of candidate. I'm kind of a bit quirky, and being an architect, I'm very creative. I love to look at things differently and use my creativity to make them a success.
Okay, so let's go.
Both teams have catalogues of unbranded products.
Then in here we've got phone covers, fridge magnets,
No.
little t-shirts. Yeah. So t-shirts are number one.
I think a bag with a nice design.
I think a bag's a shout.
I think the teddy is a quite good idea.
No, actually, I quite like the idea of a teddy bear.
Small bears or big small bears? Small bears.
Big bears are going to stand out more, aren't they?
I think you should go for the smaller bears.
Just go with the figures that we've got.
Yeah.
Smaller bears.
I'm making a decision, big bears. We need to work out the cost price of the material, then how much it costs to print it, and then how much we reckon we can sell it for, to work out margin.
To add value, all the products need printable designs.
We haven't really discussed what the design will be, though, have we?
Guys, the design comes second, just the products at the moment.
I think the design and the brands is all quite important. So maybe it could be just something different, something a bit, a bit zany, a bit funky.
First of all, just work out the margin. It's about the margin.
Ladies, you want to really stand out. You want to be like, this is the t-shirt for you.
Hold on a second. How much is this going to cost us? At the end of the day, it's about making the margin.
Phoenix!
Midday. Both teams split. Half to buy at a warehouse and half to a print studio.
For the screen print and the t-shirts, we're looking at maybe 3 animals, a monkey, a lion and a penguin.
Targeting families, the girls' design team has an idea for kids.
We're looking quite obvious cartoon style.
Yeah. Penguin is really easy to draw. Just like that, face over there, feet on the sides.
Sketching the designs, Business Development Manager Jade.
I would describe myself really as a salesperson, but I have a real creative edge. Oh, I actually quite like it.
I think it's lovely.
The screen print's actually going to be all of the drawings that I drew. I think it looks good. The team thinks it looks nice. It's our kind of little animal family, I'd say.
Looks like it's drawn by kids for kids.
Oh, I'm quite good at doing kids' stories.
North London. A warehouse packed with unbranded products.
Don't spend more than £200 on bags.
Yeah, no problem at all.
The boys, shopping for blank items on a tight budget.
I can give you 100 bags for £100. That's the best I can do.
That's fine, okay, all right.
Next, the girls. On the lookout for kids' products.
You have a t-shirt, a baby grow, and bibs.
But with no numbers to go on.
How many?
I was thinking if you do 90 t-shirts, that's right, and it's going to use
80 t-shirts and 30 bibs.
Look, Gabrielle is the team leader, so I think she needs to be in on the decision.
Hi, how are you? we're slightly
Unsure exactly
what we can buy.
do you want to do
80 t-shirts or 90 t-shirts.
and 30 bibs.
We're literally with a designer right now.
So what would you like us to do? It's really, really important because otherwise we're going to be over budget.
As soon as I find out, I'm ringing you straight back. Is that fine?
We're just going to have to make a decision then.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm in agreement with that. Let's go with that.
£280, please.
Bought blank for printing, toddler t-shirts, bags and bibs.
I think Gabrielle is just losing control. There's a lot of things that have been brushed over because she's a creative person.
She's an architect. She can draw. That's it. She can draw buildings.
4 p.m. At the Boys Design Studio,
15 at 50p, £7.50.
figures are still the focus.
Hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
We just want to clarify.
What does the logo say? Is it a name or is it a designer pack? What is it?
We haven't come up with the idea yet. We're still trying to get those numbers together.
Cheers.
Bye.
They haven't done it. They've been there all day.
And they've got a time constraint to that as well.
They've been there all day.
With the clock ticking
Right, guys, so we've got half an hour. We need to do this really quickly, I think.
and tourists the target, they wheel out the old favourites.
It's going to be either a bus or a taxi. And what I would do is very simply, this is A and then the picture of what London bus.
What about is this A?
This is A. You got it down. I won't overcomplicate it.
The boys have thought about the cost of the printing plus the margin, and they've kept the design really simple. But what's different about this? Nothing is different about it.
Guys, what about that phone box? Or not even no text, just a phone box.
The phone box, the red London bus. Come on, there's got to be more imagination involved in this process than that.
Everyone happy?
Fantastic.
The buying boys are back.
We've gone for a Union Jack on the t-shirt for the teddy, and on the bags we've gone for a big London boss with a logo.
Yeah.
So we really thought out of the box, yeah?
Both teams have till midnight to print their products.
If we get all the teddies, we've got a lot of teddies to do.
Real man's job, this one, isn't it?
Once designs are transferred to screens, printing can start.
That's how it should look. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Van Gogh, eat your heart out.
Let's do it.
That's what I say.
Kids' clothes, bags and jigsaws.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so it's literally just like that.
Gabrielle put herself up as project manager because she's in the print business, and now her expertise is beginning to show.
Good stuff.
But the one that's disappointing me is Katie. She's keeping very quiet,
Ladies, is everyone working?
so she'd better start getting involved or they'll sense weakness and turn on her.
Where is she?
Katie. Katie?
I'm just getting really annoyed because we are doing everything. If you're waiting, can you start packing?
I'm not waiting, I'm putting this stuff in. It's just it takes as long as it takes.
As products pile up, still no plan how to claw back profits.
40 bibs, 0.10, and this is just not the best time to be doing sums. Anybody in business knows that your margin and your pricing is key. If we lose for the sake of, say, £10, it's down to her. Plus the £50. You sure you added in that £50?
Yeah.
Right, OK. We need to work out what we're going to charge people.
The Boys Studio. Freshly printed, patriotic bears.
Lovely. Looking good? Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
And bags, waiting for red buses.
Ruined it.
I can't work out what we're doing wrong.
Not enough paint that time.
Put it in. Send it to a gullible tourist.
Yeah. The printing on the bags has been a little bit more difficult than we first envisaged because it's not a machine. We are doing it by hand, so some of the quality is different for each one.
So at the moment that's a little bit of concern because are we going to be able to sell them at full price?
Oh man, that's knackered now.
No point wasting it, might as well print on it.
What can we do with that?
Oh, there you go.
Midnight.
If it was me heading up the graphics design, I think I would have done a bit more. This is a bus.
I think it's terrible, but it's done now.
Today, teams must sell their printed products to the public.
Here comes the dream team.
Setting up stall on London's South Bank, the boys.
Along the back, you've got 10 and 11, so that one's wrong.
Right, just leave it there.
Needs to be gone.
Next, a pep talk from project manager Nick.
Right, try and hit £325 each of sales today. We're going to make the most profit if we sell the teddies at £15. That's where the real massive margin is going to be.
Guys, just before we move on, this is purely from my experience. Obviously, I'm based heavily in sales myself.
Chipping in, sales manager Stephen.
If I asked 20 of my friends right now, would they buy a bear for £15? I'm struggling to pick any of them. That bear, would they buy at £15? That's the situation. So I'm saying right now, I would, as a group, come to a lower price than that right now if I was to give my input straight away.
Stephen stood right next to the team leader. He took control of the meeting. I think if I was project manager, I wouldn't have had that. I think Nick was doing a grand job. Why Stephen stepped up, I don't know.
In terms of the starting point, we're agreed on £12, yeah?
No, I've made a decision. For now, we're sticking with the price we originally said, yeah. £15 for there.
Briefing over, half the boys hit the streets.
Guys, the bottom line is now we've got to shift this, haven't we? Of course we have.
Greenwich Market. Fixed pitch for the girls' boutique baby stall. To push up prices, the girls plan to print children's names on T-shirts
These are literally all the boxes that you're taking.
and take half their stock to London Zoo.
What we're thinking really quickly is, let's put day out at the zoo on them. What do you think of that?
I think I loved my day out at the zoo will really sell.
Love that idea. Yeah.
Let's not waste time because it's quite far away. The later we take, the more traffic we're going to encounter. So let's just like get 10
We just need to see how we go and we can decide to leave if it's taking too long.
It's pissing me off. Why are the other teams still here? They should be gone. You are wasting time. I know how to do this.
That decision was to take some I Love London Zoo there. That was Gabrielle's decision.
You should go. You're wasting time.
That's not the point.
10:50 a.m. Finally, it's off to the zoo.
Where we were slowed down is that people insisted on staying and waiting for the press to personalise some T-shirts before we go to the zoo.
No. We were giving it 20 minutes because it was going to give us that extra margin.
St Pancras International.
Look at the little teddies.
Touting teddy bears to tourists, half the boys.
Can I show you this teddy bear that we're selling today, by any chance?
And he is a lovely bear. Have you felt him?
Yeah. She is there £15.
But I don't pounds.
Would you like to take Jack home? Can you see Jack in Paris on the Champs-Elysees?
I don't think so.
Okay. The issue you've got is the bears aren't selling, are they? I'm just going to question the cost price on these bears still.
Nick, it's Steve, mate.
I'm going to make a decision. Just give me a yes or a no. We are going to drop the
price of the bear.
Are you happy to take responsibility for that? If you are,
go
ahead. Yeah.
Let's not worry about responsibility. Let's just get on with selling these.
Try and get a higher price, but okay.
The idea of selling a teddy bear for £15 is something that the general public and the tourists haven't taken to at all. And Nick's naturally trying to cover himself a bit, I guess, but that doesn't interest me. I'm just interested in winning this task.
Lunchtime. At the girls' stall, the kiddie clothes are selling.
Let me just get you some change.
Thank you. Lovely ladies, come over. I love you. Thank you.
Would you like to enter your pin for me, please?
Yeah. You're lovely.
Jade, who studied graphics at college, came up with some very charming, free sort of illustrations of a lion, a tiger, and in between them, a very worried-looking penguin. And I think, actually, her design is smashing. And it's not me alone who likes them, the mums like them. Why? Because they're buying them.
This one, that's no problem.
Products with a personal touch are proving popular.
For personalisation, we add an extra £5.
Could we have Will, Ed, Kath?
Yes.
Lovely.
There you go, look at that, isn't that cute?
That suits your eyes.
I hope you enjoy that, Rory.
How far would you say we're off now?
Gridlocked. The rest of the girls.
Just checking how you guys are doing.
We've been stuck in traffic this whole time.
Oh, right, so you've literally just got to the zoo now?
We're still driving, we're going now.
We're still driving, we're still in the car.
All right, so just to clarify, you've not actually reached the zoo yet? Okay.
At last, London Zoo. With half the day gone, the girls prowl for parents with prams.
So we have to just take it in turns, okay?
I'll handle this one. Hello, how's your day going? Can I interest you in some products that we made our own design and we're selling them today? There you go.
Leading the hunt, risk analyst Bibiana.
Hello, could I interest you in our organic cotton hand-pressed t-shirts?
Are we not taking this in turns?
Just £6, your favourite animals?
I keep spotting a family and then she runs up and does it, so...
No, that's not fair. Like, we're taking it in turns.
We've got to take it
She
in
needs
turns.
to cop onto herself.
It's the Funky Zoo crew.
She's talking to kids that don't have money on them.
This is wasting our time. We can only go one at a time. You just had your sale, so you need to give the next person a chance.
That was an amazing opportunity,
No, it
though.
wasn't.
Shouldn't it?
School
Because
kids
kids
don't have money.
on them.
We decided we would take turns to use everybody's strengths in sales, but Bibiana's definitely sort of diving in there and taking over other people's sales.
Good afternoon, madam. How's the day going? Would you like a jigsaw, honey?
You don't want to be behaving like animals in the zoo.
We have a lion and a tiger.
Let's have a look at this.
A lion,
Got a
tiger,
jigsaw
and a
going on
penguin.
here. My God, I feel so stressed. Should we go in Penguin Beach?
The South Bank.
These were £6 and now £5. These were 15 and they're now 10. A bear? Fantastic.
With prices dropped, tourist trade is brisk.
Thank you very much. Nice doing business with you, thank you.
Hi guys, it looks like we might sell out in the next hour.
Get hands to the pump and go and sell what you've got. We'll head to the train and get rid of this lot.
Running out of time, the boys look for bulk sales.
The unique perspective of these is obviously the branding on the front.
Doing the deal, refrigeration entrepreneur Azar.
I'll do 20 at 3.
20 at £3.50.
Take the last stock.
Take the whole stock, £3.50. Done.
That's a good mark.
Fantastic. You're a gem. Come on, you're a gem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
There's a daddy with a little baby over there that I want to attack.
At the zoo, sales refuse to take off.
Look at that. It goes with your dress perfectly.
No. All right, then. Thanks,
Thank you. We're not selling great at all, and stress is beginning to come across in the group. Try and calm down, because these are baby products.
On one side and then you run over. So it's not like we're kind of ignoring our own.
Yeah, but just
Anyway, stop bickering. Come on, where are we going?
Hi, everyone. I know this area quite well, so I already have a couple of shops in mind. So I think we should leave the zoo and go and try and make some sales to the trade.
You know the shops around here.
Yeah,
Are they
that's
very
why I
posh?
said, let's go
Okay,
in, yeah.
okay, we'll go on your local knowledge.
Guys, a serious point. This is not just a short road. This one goes on a good mile. We're not near any shops. So do you really think there's shops down here?
I know where the shops are.
You're sure that this very long street that I remember is not a very long street?
No, I'm sure. Okay, all right. Okay, let's run.
Yeah.
Greenwich. 30 minutes to go.
We're ready to go sell everything.
Let's go.
Gabrielle's girls run for the retailers.
Every single item, £3.40.
And that's the
Deal. Deal. Let's
Chic on it.
Yeah, chic on it.
So £163.20.
Get rid of it. We have to get rid of it. 12 minutes.
50 pence a bag now, last few bags.
Thank you very much, sir. 1 second.
I need some change. I need some change. Fast, fast, fast.
I don't know where I'm going here, so where are we going?
Juliana, where are we going from here?
We've got some products here today that we just want to show you and see if you're interested in buying offers.
Yeah. You can do a really, really good deal
The
for
same
you.
pattern on the T-shirt is on the jigsaws.
Yeah, but bigger.
So what we could do, it's up to you. We've also got some bags as well.
I wouldn't give you an answer today. I would have to think about it.
We only have a few left and I'm prepared to give you a really good deal for them.
You know, everybody will know that they're coming to your shop and they're
next to you, you have the pug, these are going to
you could
go
also
so
say
well.
that
The
these
yoga
bags that you
studio
need-
opposite.
You are gonna get them at an absolute
steal.
They've been going really well today at the zoo.
I don't like buying under pressure and I don't like buying under stress.
Let's go, guys, because we're wasting time.
Girls, I really don't appreciate that. This is not a good idea, to come in and barricade something. You put her under tremendous pressure.
Okay, well look, I genuinely apologise. Can I just offer you my sincere apologies?
Sorry about that.
We were too
Do
pushy.
you realise
I'm really
the last
sorry.
thing that you said? Okay, we're wasting time, on to the next one. One of you did.
5 p.m. Lord Sugar's first business test is over.
Did you sell everything?
No.
If the team have tried as hard as we have and they've sold as hard as we have, we won this.
But for the boys, an unhappy customer.
Yeah, basically, these have marks on. Each one, there's 10, they all have imperfections.
Okay.
So you've got stains here, you've got ones that are really, really faded or over-printed and missed. So it's so unprofessional.
No, I do apologise. I can assure you it's not our intention to sell you any seconds or return merchandise.
They've sold some of their product that, quite frankly, deserves to be nowhere other than the bin. They think they can get away with it, but they haven't got away with it. And now they're in the embarrassing situation of having to refund a customer's money and go away with their tail between their legs, which, quite frankly, that's where it deserves to be.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good morning. The idea behind most businesses is very simple, and you couldn't get nothing simpler than this. I told you to go and buy blank items, and then you added some value to it, and hopefully you made a profit. Yeah? We'll start with the gentleman's team. You came up with the name Phoenix, I understand, yeah? Whose idea was that?
That was my idea, Lord Sugar. Based upon the fact, I'm sure, in life and as in business, you're going to face some adversity along the way, and if that situation arises, we'll be rising from the ashes, so to speak.
OK, it's not a bad name, I suppose. So, project leader?
Myself.
Anybody else put themselves forward other than you?
No, we had a bit of an embarrassing moment where none of us put ourselves forward. So I'm not sure how long it lasted for, but I decided to put myself forward because we needed a project manager.
I read in the CVs, Azar, you said you'll be project manager of all the tasks. And Stephen says I put myself forward, and they all went stum when it came to it. You did it, is that right?
That's right. I'm happy to project manage any task.
I think before you'd got the words finished, "I'll do it if no one else will," everyone had jumped up and congratulated you, Nick.
Right, so anyway, bearing in mind he stuck himself in the deep end, how was he as a team leader?
I've got a lot of respect for Nick for stepping forward as team leader. He steps up to the moment.
Okay, so what were your products? Have we got them over here?
Called Jack.
Jack the Bear. That's Jack.
I see. Doesn't look like much thought has gone into the design here, does it? That's it, the bus, is it?
That is it, yeah.
You spent a lot of time talking about profit, costs, margin, and the design very much was the second focus.
I am embarrassed about the design.
Yeah, well, the design team wasn't too heavily taxed, let's put it that way. If you spent all your time talking about margins all day long instead of design, what was your margin philosophy?
We're selling him for £15, the bag.
What, that? For £15?
He was being sold for £15.
You weren't in Bond Street, was you, by any chance?
We weren't in Bond Street, no. We dropped it very quickly to 10.
That's a very good margin. But the woman who you sold some bags to rejected the whole lot in the end.
There was an issue with that.
Of course, you can have the greatest margin in the world, but if the end punter doesn't want to buy your product, meaningless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then let's move over to the ladies' team. I understand that you've got yourself a team name called Sterling.
Yes, that's correct.
How'd that come about?
I actually dreamt it the night before. My friend gave me the idea in a dream.
Right. Sounds very professional. Sterling, then. Sterling it is. And your team leader?
That was myself.
Right. Gabrielle, I saw on your CV that you're going to open a print firm afterwards,
So
aren't
that
you?
is task. It was a really good experience.
Anybody else put themselves forward to be the team leader?
You know, when somebody's got that expertise, why wouldn't we let her take the lead?
I preach that all the time. The person who is expert in the particular task should put themselves forward. Fair enough. Okay. Good team leader or not?
I think she was probably a little bit flustered by the fact she had lots of very strong women underneath her, which I would have thought anyone would be, even one of the guys.
Okay, so these are the designs, yeah?
Yeah.
And who did the design? Who did these things?
It was Jade.
What, is it your own graphics?
Our own design,
is
yeah.
it?
We didn't want
That's
to go...
very good.
It's very good.
I hand drew it and then we just scanned it into the computer.
Really? That's good.
You could have that one on us.
So these were your designs. How'd you get on with the selling then? Everybody sold?
What I delegated to everyone was actually to sell. Jane had a bigger job than that on the sub-team. She was to relay back all figures back to me.
Well, I wasn't actually officially put in charge of the sub-team. I had taken over because nobody had done anything on the finance side.
You took charge, is that what you're saying?
Well, basically, it was just needed to be done.
Do you know what? I think it's time now for me to get some numbers. So, starting, Nick, with the ladies' team.
Yeah. Team Sterling, total sales £690.60, minus a total spend of £475.80. That gave them a profit of £214.80.
£214 profit. And Karen, for the boys?
Total sales came to £1,015.60, and you spent £399.40 on printing and products, leaving you a profit of £616.20.
£616. Well, it's very good for the first task. So I've laid on an art-inspired reception for you back at the house. So help yourself to canapes and cocktails, and I'll see you on the next task. Okay? Off you go.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I think, you know, you need to go away and discuss this all amongst yourselves, because at least one of you will be leaving this process today.
Thank you.
One, two, three, Phoenix! Well, boys, we've won our first task and we're getting 8 on the tails. pulled in the same direction. They had 8 people that went in 8 different directions. That's what won the test.
Yeah, we have got a really good bond, I think, between us.
Some serious bromance going on.
I'm so sorry that we're all in this horrible position, but we just didn't do enough.
Some decisions weren't made quickly enough. On the second day, we didn't leave early enough for the zoo when I kept saying it's an hour away and if we catch traffic it's going to take even longer. On the second day we were held back.
You're speaking up now then?
Now you've got something to say. Yes, because I'm really angry.
Why didn't you ever...
I'm not speaking, I'm shouting now.
Shut up!
The team lost because Gabrielle didn't take critical decisions fast enough. We voted her based on her expertise in the field. However, she didn't come across as an expert at all, and I think she should be fired.
If I'm dragged back in, I will fight very, very strongly because I know that I'm not to blame for this failure of this task.
I'm really gutted to be going back to the boardroom. I really believed everyone tried their best, but I guess in the boardroom I'll actually find out who was responsible.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Well, I trust you've had a chat amongst yourselves and each of you have some kind of idea in your mind as to what has gone wrong. Where do you want to start?
From my point of view, the guys were very focused on their margins. They were focused on how many products they were going to buy and what they were going to make at the end of the day. We didn't do that.
That's called strategy, Jane.
No, I know that. And I'm saying we didn't do that.
So you're saying it was a bit of a free-for-all, was it?
Well, no, it wasn't a free-for-all. It was left and I did it.
Pricing strategy was sorted out after we'd done the design and once we knew how much we had. So really, there was no set strategy.
No strategy, is that what you're saying?
No. I do admit, first couple of hours was mental for me. But I think our problem was sales. Our markup obviously wasn't high enough. We could have maybe pushed it slightly higher.
There was 93 items out of your 250 left over.
Yeah.
40% of what you decided to make. Do you have 40% of your stock left over in your restaurant every day?
Not in any way, shape or form.
No. Do you have 40% of your stuff left over? No. The Greenwich mob sold £440 worth, and the London Zoo team sold £225 worth.
There seems to be a period of non-selling due to great distance and location.
Well, there was a trudge across London.
Yes, there was.
They got to a shop and attacked the shopkeeper, who was so affronted by their sales approach that she wouldn't buy anything. She couldn't stand being cornered by a pack of baying hyenas.
I was absolutely adamant to Billiana that this was a long walk. Billiana was pretty adamant. She knew the shops and she knew they were going to buy them, and we really pushed on that point,
Actually,
including
the
Jane.
reason I sent Billiana to London Zoo was because she knew the area very well.
Right, I think it's my time to say something now. On the second day, I was sent to the zoo because I really do know the area quite well, and I promise you, I took them to the closest available shop.
Well, the closest available shops to the Regent's Park Zoo is just down the road in Camden Town, surely.
No, Camden Town is further from London Zoo, Lord Sugar. But anyhow...
I drive past it every day. Anyway...
yes, exactly. Anyway... The majority of the problems are definitely a result of bad management initially. What happened was that some decisions weren't made quickly enough, so we were held back at Greenwich Market because Gabrielle, backed by Jane, was keeping us there because she wanted to have some items personalised before we go and sell them to the zoo. These 20 minutes were critical in terms of catching lunchtime traffic and being delayed even more.
Juliana, just as critical as the 20 minutes we spent walking across the park.
I kept saying that it takes an hour to get to the zoo. We were caught in traffic. We ran out of time.
Biliana, I've looked at what your background is. It's all to do with financial services, with risk management, and so... Was you focused on margins then, or what?
I understood the importance of the margins, and I sincerely thought this is not something to get involved straight away if we have 3 women with businesses.
If I was experienced in finances, I would be straight in there to prove that I can actually do it and I am good at what I do.
Risk analysis, if that's your speciality, is a risk analysis, you would have seen that Primrose Hill was very risky to go, but you still insisted that we went.
OK, Jade, you did the design, is that
I did
right?
design, I did print, I sold, you know, I think that I was a key member in the team.
Who didn't pull their weight then, in your opinion?
It's really hard to say who didn't pull their weight. I wasn't with Katie, so I don't know what she did.
OK, Katie, what did you do?
Well, I was a fantastic team player. I got involved in at every point. I made lots of sales. I got my hands dirty at every point.
You made lots of sales?
I did sell, but people jumped in on my sales.
I thought you were sort of missing, really.
I just struggled to get a word in edgeways a lot. And for me, I've put my professionalism probably above putting my neck on the line, I suppose, because I'm not going to shout over people in order to simply get my voice heard. It's just not what I want to do.
Well, look, ladies, we could go on all night here. You know the next part of this process. Gabrielle, which 2 people are you bringing back in this boardroom now?
Biliana and Katie.
Right, OK. You 5 ladies go back to the house and I'll see you on the next task.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
OK, look, I'm going to have a chat with Nick and Karen. I'd just like you to step outside for one more moment. When you come back in here, one of you is leaving the process, OK? Well, a fiery bunch of ladies there, in particular Biliana. Clearly she's rubbed them up the wrong way, but on the other hand, she's got some excellent credentials.
She's not here to win a popularity
No,
contest,
exactly.
you know,
No,
she's
no.
here as a businesswoman.
Yeah. And Gabrielle, well, she seems a very nice, kind of pleasant girl, but some of the people are saying that she didn't give you any direction. And that's the price. That's what you've got to sell it for. This is the margin I want. And Katie, well, I think it's you that are not quite sure what she's been up
Slow
to.
off the blocks.
And you're my eyes and ears out there.
Slow off the block. She didn't have the force of character to break through, actually.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Well, Gabrielle, you've brought in Katie and Biliana. I think it's reasonable for you to explain why, first of all.
Okay. Katie, because maybe you did pull your weight, but I myself did not see that, and I'm just going on what everyone else has told me. And Biliana, making everyone waste a lot of time.
OK, so Biliana, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to work out that there seems to be a kind of a general despondency towards you, OK? Now, I'm a very fair person, OK? And I have seen enough times in this boardroom people kind of trying to gang up on someone in order to place blame. So, you know, I'm too long in the tooth to fall for all that nonsense. There's got to be a reason for it. You got any idea what it is?
Lord Sugar, I'm so pleased that you picked up on that straight away, because I felt that throughout the course of the 2 days I have been increasingly sidelined for totally the wrong reasons. But most of all, the main reason is I wasn't as loud as some of the other girls and was consistently making good points but failing to really enforce them. Now, Lord Sugar, as you can see from my title, I'm in risk management. My role within the bank is analyse the risks and do something about them.
Right.
Now, this is exactly how I approach this task.
Biliana, you're sitting there talking like a city strategist, where this is a 2-bob outing, this thing. Go and buy a bit of stuff, print your name on it, and flog it to people in the street.
That's
okay?
what really annoyed
This
me.
is not a takeover of Goldman Sachs here. This is simple stuff, right?
I completely agree. I think it was a no-brainer. And Gabrielle failed to take time-critical decisions. I was worried about her management skills. I was worried about her decision-making.
Why were you worried about her management skills?
Because she wasn't taking the important decisions fast enough. She wasn't leading the group.
I was very much in control. I never had an argument with anybody. I made sure everyone that was under my eye worked to the very maximum. They worked to the best. They worked till, you know, there was blood, sweat and tears.
And I was part of that team on day one, so you're contradicting yourself.
And that was fantastic.
I was with you for 1 day.
That's great, that's fantastic. I'm glad. However, you can't use it also as an excuse. I've got a small voice, nobody listens to me. I have a small voice, but everybody respected me. Everyone that was under my eye at least listened to me. However, you, all I hear is just excuse, excuse, excuse. What's your excuse for everything that you did? You said to me, you knew the area. I made about £210 going to shops. You could have made the same if you actually stood up to what you said you did.
So I think I got the picture here. I got the picture here.
Sales were time-critical, Lord Sugar, and we were held back from the beginning of the day, and we were held back later on in order to hit the trade.
Stop. Katie, haven't heard much from you. And earlier on today, you said to me that you're very professional, so if there's 3 people already talking to somebody, I keep quiet, keep away. Have you heard that broken record before in here? Yeah, you know, I can't tell you the amount of times I've heard that from people who, you know, do sit back sometimes and do nothing. You say that you believe the biggest mistake is to try and hide behind others. You actually say that in your own resume.
I agree with that.
It's vital to be strong.
I absolutely swear I was not hiding. There's no way I would do that.
Why shouldn't I fire you then?
What I want to say to you, Lord Sugar, is that, you know, give me another chance, give me an opportunity. I will prove to you that I'm a worthy business partner. I'm a great negotiator. I'm used to creating products and getting them to market. I've got so much that I can bring to this process.
OK, so who do you think is responsible for the failure of this task?
You know, I did find that Gabrielle took some time to make decisions. But I also have to say, Biljana, that I have found it very difficult to work with you.
Biljana, why shouldn't I fire you?
Lord Sugar, you shouldn't fire me because I'm a complete self-starter and I have achieved so much from my humble beginning. I came to this country age 17 on a scholarship that was initially meant to be for 1 year. Not only was the scholarship extended, but I was also made head girl and given the responsibility of running a prestigious school and representing you to the City of London.
Listen, I don't want to hear about your life, your previous life. Lots of people got great stories to tell me. I don't want to bring out the violin and listen to your sob story. Tell me why I shouldn't fire you in respect to this task.
I said that opening line because I wanted to illustrate that whatever I get my hands on, I have an impact.
Who should be fired then in this task?
I think Gabrielle was a bad manager to the first task. She didn't take time-critical decisions, she didn't delegate, and she didn't show that expertise.
I admit I wasn't quick on the ball in the beginning, but give me another chance. I will be project manager again 2-3 times by the end of the process, and every single time I will be better and better and better.
You already had your chance.
No. I will take the chance again.
I've heard enough here today. I don't need any more intervention from anybody. Gabrielle, you did work hard and you showed a lot of passion. But there's been lots of talk from the other people about the lack of direction. And this task was deliberately designed to be simple. It is not rocket science. Katie, as I said to you earlier on, people have been in this boardroom many times telling me about, well, I don't like to override this one, I don't like to override that one. And sometimes those people's actions cost them dearly. And Biljana, well, you have clearly got the capability of doing something, but you have not given anybody any credit for doing anything.
Including taking complaints, but if you give me the opportunity,
I don't wish to hear any more from you.
I will prove you that I'll be a solid project manager.
I'm not listening to anybody anymore now. I've had enough of listening to you. I'm telling you what the situation is, whether you like it or not. It is a difficult decision to make in this first task because I don't know any of you, okay? And so the person leaving today may feel that they haven't had enough time to show themselves, but that's tough. That's what this process is about. And I did say at my introduction that I don't want anybody to hide. And on that basis...
If you give me just one more chance to be a project manager,
No,
Sugar,
no,
Gabrielle had it and she failed.
Don't do yourself any favours.
I'll show you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Biliana, you are fired.
That's a shame, but thank you for the opportunity.
It's a toss-up there, Katie. When you asked for another chance, you got another chance. We will be watching what's going on. Go back to the house, OK?
Thank you.
It was a very, very close call, but Katie, I don't know. I think the balance was that I did know about Biliana. It is unfortunate for them that their demeanour can be their demise.
Straight away.
Tell you what, Biliana actually did me the biggest favour in the world because she buried herself. But I owe her a drink, to be honest.
Girls, who do you really want to come back out of the three?
I want Gabrielle to come back.
Yeah, you want Gabrielle?
There were mistakes made, but she's a strong candidate.
We think Katie's probably going to go home, don't we?
I'm not going to lie, guys, that is probably one of the most stressful moments.